What's up, guys? If you're a dog owner and you've always wanted a dog that listens perfectly in any environment, on or off leash, welcome to the most immersive YouTube series for dog training on YouTube. I'm Austin Laramie, owner of Zero to Hero Dog Training, and we are recording every single day, day 1 to day 46 of her whole training experience, from knowing nothing to being a master. This series is going to teach the everyday dog owner how to successfully live and train their dogs to have the best relationship and give their dog the best life possible. So stay tuned, hit that subscribe button, put on the notification bell. We're posting multiple times a day for the next 46 days. I'll see you there. Woo! Oh. Come on, bye, 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 bye. All right, what's going on, guys? It's day 4. We got Piper. We're at the park. I got her on a 30-foot leash. Today, I'm gonna work on the recall a little bit, which is the come command, super important. So how I do the come command is I don't say come first. I use her name like this. I say, Piper, Piper, yes, good girl. Whenever she looks at me, I say yes. I run backwards and I praise her. Piper, Piper. And this is why you have the long leash on, because when they're not paying attention, you can hold them accountable. You can kind of coax them into coming. So she's kind of blowing me off a little bit. So I'm gonna get some distance. I like to use moments of distraction. Piper, yes, good girl. Come on, come on, come on. Woo, good girl. Piper, yes, good girl. Come on, girl. Woo. Here you go. Yeah. So the very moment she looks at me is when I say yes, and I run backwards and I praise her. Piper, yes, good girl, come on, girl. Yeah. And that's how I do a recall. Reason why I use the dog's name and I don't say come first is I want the dog to be very responsive to their name. So when I call them, it's always a good time. I also want to work on the sit stay a little bit. So, I'll tell you guys, I don't teach the word stay. I teach that all the commands have implied stay, which means when I tell a dog to sit, they have to remain sitting until I release them. There's a way to teach it though. We don't correct the dogs right away because she doesn't know better. Piper! Yes, good girl! Right, so she kind of didn't come all the way. Piper! Yeah, good girl! So, here's how I start teaching a sit stay. One, you want to teach the dog the actual word first, but she already knows sit. So, that part's done. So now I can start teaching her that it also means to stay now. So, here's what I do. One, when the dog already knows sit, now you add accountability. You teach them it's not optional. So when I say sit to her, if she doesn't sit within a second or two, I just apply some leash pressure. Pressure goes on. As soon as she sits, I mark and I reward and I release her. But how to teach to stay is I tell her sit, and then I walk around a little bit. The second she gets up, I say and then I apply leash pressure, make her go back into the sit, and then I go back to where I was. If she stays, then I say good, walk to her, give her a reward. Or if she stays, I walk back to her, I say yes, and I release her and give her a reward. Pipe. So here we go. Piper, sit. Good. So now, I just start walking around a little bit. Good. As I walk around her a little bit and she stays, I'm going to continue to reinforce it by saying good, walking back, sit. Right there, sit. Even laying down doesn't count. If she's sitting and she lays down, it's the same thing as if she's sitting and she got up and took off. Good. Good girl. Sit. Right, so the second she gets up, I say add the leash pressure, then I tell her to sit again. I go back here. This is where she got up, so I go back to where I was. Good. I say good where I'm at. I walk back to her and I give her a reward. Again, when I add the leash pressure, she's not in trouble. We're just teaching it. Good. You don't want to do it too long. You want to throw some releases in there, so I'm going to release her. But mind you, when you're working on the stay, don't go all the way over here, then release your dog. Go back to them. Yes! And release them. If you continue to tell them to sit, you walk super far, then you release them, you're going to ruin your stay. I want her to know that she never gets up unless I'm around her. And then when she's really good at it, then I start adding distance and releasing her from a long distance. But again, we're adding accountability with the sit. Now that she knows sit, I don't let her blow me off. I say the command one time. If she doesn't sit within a second, I add leash pressure until she sits, then she still gets a reward. Piper, sit. Good. The second she sits, I say good, and I reward her. Good, Right there, when I say good, if she gets up, I say My counteracts the good, so now I don't give her the reward. So I go back to where I was. Good. Then I walk back to her, I reward her. Good. Good. You need to be teaching this in a low distraction environment though. There's nothing going on here, so it's very easy for her. Yes, good girl. Piper, sit, good. I'm gonna walk all the way around her. Add the leash pressure till she sits. Boom. Here's a very important tip. Oh, you gotta chew it, girl. If she's in her sit and she breaks it and I have to say and fix it, I'm not rewarding her right when she goes back into the sit. The reason being, you can teach your dog to make the mistake on purpose in order to get the reward. So if every time she gets up, I say fix it, and then when she fixes it, I give her a reward, she's gonna learn that, oh, if I just get up, if I just get up and let him fix me, I'll get a reward. So she's gonna make the mistake on purpose in order to get a reward. So when she's already in command and she gets up and I have to fix it, now I'm delaying my reward. What I do is I go back to where I was when she got up. So if I was right here and she got up, I would say I would fix it, and then before I give her the reward, I would go back here. And then if she stays, I say good, and I come back and I give her a reward. Add the leash pressure till she sits. Boom. Important part about pressure, it has to stay on until your dog goes back into position. So once the pressure's on, it does not turn off until she goes back into the sit. Because we're teaching her a clear path how to turn off pressure. Nice. You can praise them when they fix it, but she doesn't get a reward right now. I go back to where I was. Good. Now I come back and I reward her. Good. I say good wherever I'm at. I walk back to her. I reward her. Now I'm going to release her. Yes, good girl. That's pretty much it. Now we're going to work on a couple more recalls. We're going to play a little bit and wrap it up. You don't want to do your sessions too long. Piper. Yes. Good girl. Come on, girl. Come on. Yeah. You want to end your session before your dog's checking out and before they're tired. So I'm going to get her tug toy. We're going to play a little bit, and we're going to wrap up the session. So I'm going to grab this toy. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Come on, girl. Woo! Yeah, good girl. And again, right now with our play, there's no rules. I'm not making her sit for the toy. I'm not making her drop it. I'm just playing. Good girl. Oh, yeah. Oh, good girl. Whenever she gives me max effort, I'm going to let her win by letting go. Good girl. And I'm going to run with her. Good girl. Yeah, and I'm gonna bring her back, re-engage in the play. Yeah, good dog. Woo. Ah, good girl. Oh, good girl. I'm gonna run with her. Yeah, yeah, good girl. Oh yeah, get it. Oh, good girl. Oh, good girl. Good girl. I'm gonna let her take that win. I'm gonna let her hang out for a second. If she wants to re-engage, I'll play like that. Good girl. She brings it back. I start playing again. And at any time if she drops it, I'm going to run away. Yeah. Oh, oh, good girl. Oh, oh, get it, girl. You get it, girl. Yeah, you get it. Whoa, whoa, good girl. And I just run. Oh, good girl. Good girl. Now, I don't end the game by taking it from her out of her mouth. How I end it is whenever she's done here and she drops it and disengages, I'm gonna come and quickly take the toy and she's gonna go, oh, and then it's gonna build that frustration for next time. She's gonna go, man, I should have got it. You never wanna take something from a dog's mouth though. I never want them to learn that, hey, we're done, I'm taking it from you. I always want them to understand that I'm giving them something. If you wanna take something from your dog, you need to teach drop it and leave it. And make it their idea to end. But when I'm teaching drop it, the game continues when I'm teaching it to a dog. Good girl. So she wants to play again, I'm gonna re-engage. Yeah, that's a good dog. Yeah, whoa, whoa, good girl. And I run with her. The reason why I run with a dog after they win is because I want them to understand that I'm not gonna come take it back from you. We're gonna run together. We won together. This is our victory. Good girl. When I want her to come back, I just grab the leash and I coax her back to me. When she brings it back, I re-engage in the play. Ooh, I'm sweating. It's hot out today. This is how I end the game. I take the toy. Oh, I missed it. I take the toy. I missed it again. So we're gonna play again. That's all right. Yeah. Good girl. Cool. We'll wrap it up. I'm gonna show you how I end the game. I'm gonna wait for her to get bored and drop it, and I'm gonna come and quickly take it, and then I'm gonna put it away. Whoa! And that's it. I take it, I put it away. Next time we play, she's gonna be a lot more engaged. But I never go grab it out of their mouth before they know drop. Thanks, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you're struggling with your dogs. This whole series, you're bound to learn many things that's going to help you in your everyday life with your dog and help you give your dog the best life possible. I'm Austin Laramie, owner of Zero to Hero Dog Training, and I'll see you for the next one.